Actually had 10 accounts.
Oh, wow.
I just came back on a hill deal, and I've been on them once, so far so good. But, yeah, they were nailing me for everything. But I started getting into Telegram and going into the groups. I was around with Sam, Josie's. She goes to Logo Gas. Are you in any groups?
I am. I have group for clothes, Green Patriots, and I have those on the Instagram rabbit hole. But yeah, sometime after
I'll send you a bunch of the links that I got the group United Patriot Party in Florida.
Okay.
We had started in United Patriot Party in North Carolina, and got Greg did this started that group. And got like 500-600 people.
So basically, it's all a circle. It's starting to be sort of like the circle. All this handout is from someone that's actually working, busting their ass. No, you're working for it.
Hey, no, I had some problems getting my phone on. So I had some technical difficulties, so. And then Miss Charlene fixed hot dogs, so we're eating real fast because we haven't eaten all day. So we're gonna eat real fast and then we'll have little talk. We're good here. Look at this beautiful location. No, you can just follow me, Freedom Patriot. I'm not looking for subs. Just follow me on there, on Twitch.
Right. I think anything under 18 will not be allowed. But when they're older, then we'll put them down. They don't like it.
Yeah, I thought I would give you a nice view while we eat real fast, and then we'll have a little chit chat.
So it's like you can't change it when you've already done it. So it's a big step. So it's like,
Well, I wouldn't say that, but I'm here. Well, thank you. I'm glad you could come.
because when we were like, I know about boys, they play with dogs. But now, the married kids, like, it's just one of those phases that they, when they do when they're younger. So it's not like a big thing to say, okay, yeah, change my whole life. Keep posting it. You don't know what you're doing. And even if you do stay that way, that's what it's. But I think anything under, I would say,
Yeah. Well,
I know what, you know, like, I know what I say, but they don't know.
That's why I, I put it as this way I do, and that's why I set it up. Yeah.
Yeah, they go like
I was wondering about that. If you
No, I don't. I was having trouble with that until I was not when I did. I couldn't. I was having I gotta send a message. If I could,
yeah, that's a big step.
I usually just use one of the whatever for the hair, whatever.
Need something with that.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have like service.
But they won't.
Now I'll throw stuff in the garage. If the dog goes to the dog walk in the garage. She got in there and
Oh no, that's not good.
my hats, my bags.
area, next to they are. And
She got me the other day.
and then they were doing on us, you know, I had
She likes me.
why I like pushing on somebody else.
Yeah, with the, see the blood now.
Oh, yeah, so, yeah. Yeah, that's not good.
Plavix.
Oh,
Gave me
yeah.
the last 6 months.
Yeah.
Every little cherry.
Yeah, you have to be very careful, absolutely, with that. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to find.
That's all right, go ahead. I'll talk to you later.
Okay, no, I'll be there just a minute.
But the kids at home, they're gonna get the money to pay off our debt.
Coming out okay? Yeah, I was trying to reach somebody and I can't, it's in my phone and I can't find it in my iPad. I have to, yeah, but all's good. We're gonna start this in a minute after everybody leaves, so.
Yeah, I would say, yeah, 100 people. Because I don't really are. No, no. Yeah. It is 100%. Oh my God. They're doing pretty good. They're coming. There has to be a reason why the past, you know, and I wanted to video when Gary was talking about something if you don't build like, you know, 8 foot, 12 foot, wall. And when that was going through, it's like, they were so upset about that particular wood. But now, so,
If I did that,
so
I'd be lost.
yes, people are looking at signs, okay, yeah, they might need it, but they're giving more out for an illegal immigrant than to a U.S. citizen. You know, say someone that is out hurting, American, and hurting, and they touch them, and it's gonna hurt. Food stamps, home, you know, or a house. They will look over at someone that's a little more than American. Then actual government or so like the first week I didn't see anybody about the government, but what I heard that police were still less about so she said that and the government allowed FEMA to go in and take something out. And I was like, well, when I was down there, I saw some people in their truck taking shit. And I was like, wait a minute, what's going on? I was honestly right when I put them on blast. I know I should have, but I was like, no, or something. But I saw them down there, and personal belongings out of the trash by the road. And I was like, oh, whatever. So yeah, it's pretty cool. No, but what they did, but I think how they played it off was it was under emergency.
Hey everyone, yes, we were having hot dogs and I had to wait for my burnt hot dogs because that's the best kind, burnt ones. And this little town is having a Christmas parade tonight at 6. He's standing about 10 feet from me, Wyckoff is. Yeah, I wanted to give you the good view right now. So once we get everyone gathered and get done eating, then it won't be long. Charlene's handing out the constitutions right now, the pocket constitutions. So. Thanks for my Twitchies and my Tubies and my Bookies. Everyone that's on there, thanks for coming back. Hot dogs, and they're really good too. Yes, it's a beautiful little park, a little city park. It's got 10 picnic tables under it. And look, there's benches down there. There's a little dock you can walk out. Hang on. It's a playground if you want to slide. So, it's a nice little place.
into it and nobody, only the people that know, you know? Yeah, you gotta pay attention. Yeah. Yeah.
The land.
It's very sickening. All right, I'm going to rally the forces here and see if I can get them over here so we can start talking. We're having trouble with connecting to the Wi-Fi with for our PA system. So I'm just going to bring you all close and we're just going to talk to the people. You'll be able to hear us, but we just will be using our PA system. Depends on where we are. It's just that where we can be connected. Well, not that you would automatically get, yeah. Okay, I'm going to show you the Patriots that are here. That's Miss Charlene there. Carrie's Musings down there, all the way down there at the end. Can you see Carrie's Musings? He's here. There's some fellow Patriots. There's Wyckoff and Nikki out there. So I had trouble getting connected too, so we can't get the PA system connected. So I'm just gonna pull y'all close so y'all can hear us talk, and yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Sorry for the delay. I was gonna start at 3, but things didn't quite work out that way. We were all hungry, so I appreciate your patience. They can't see you, but they can hear you. I have to watch myself. He's actually firefighting in New York at 9/11. He's a big advocate for the veterans. Really nice guy. Yeah. Yeah, no, but he would have. He said he definitely would have, but except he had a good mark on those. So I would excuse him. Huh?
When are we going to make our big talk?
I'm ready. I'm waiting for everyone to come back.
Okay. We're ready.
We're ready. I've been ready. I mean, everybody's ready. Can someone say something in the chat just so I can know that you are still there? We're getting ready to start. Okay, thank you. Somebody that's going to throughout this read off the name of the J6, so maybe you can hold that. Like we're just going to do like one page at a time, so give them one change, and you can just read the words. Right. Then, so I'm going to do that whole thing done, and I'll just introduce you, and then you do your read the back. And then we're just going to, yeah, read the back. It's here. I'm going to read this little thing here. And then someone can read. That's
your money. If everybody wants to gather over here, we're gonna kind of, the PA system will connect to the Wi-Fi, so we're gonna just be over here for a long time. What's that? Well, I told him, I work out there, so I see him.
Put on my hat and give a smile. Even though I'm hurting.
Oh, absolutely.
I wanted to be here.
Bless you. Well, we appreciate the effort.
Okay, where did Jill? It's time. It's nice meeting you guys. I gotta head out. I got
Okay.
a birthday party for the city.
You've got a big schedule. I mean, you've been busy.
Well, yeah, a little bit.
I do want to talk to you more about the villages, so.
Yeah.
Well, just connection to tell us what we can and cannot do, what we could do, should do, so.
Well, we can go through any of the town centers, you know, and today, if we didn't get waylaid with an accident, that's why I went up front, because I was gonna take us down 19 to 48, go straight across and take us through Brownwood before we came into here.
There was an accident.
Yeah, so I didn't know if you had people waiting here, it would probably put us here after 3. Yeah, right, so I didn't wanna do that.
Yeah, I would like to do just a rolling through the villages.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
that and have flyers and send them out. with just
Exactly,
rolling through.
but yeah, you can do that. They can't. It's public.
Okay.
They can't stop you from doing anything.
Okay, well, that'll be our next thing, when we do a rolling through. Yeah, so we'll get with you and we'll organize some of the dates. We'll just do a Saturday, right? A Saturday.
And see if I can get in touch with. I think there's a Trump group, and I think there's a Republican group. And, you know, I have a friend who's more connected, and maybe she might do something.
Yeah. Well, see what you can do and then we'll make a plan from there.
And I follow her plan.
But thank you for coming. I really appreciate
Oh,
it.
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good to meet you.
Very nice.
Put a face to a name now.
Pardon me?
Let's put a face to a name now.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we'll save travel, but your bike is good.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah,
All right,
that's been
ladies.
fun.
We all have safe travels as well.
You too. Thank
Take
you.
care.
What?
Everybody have a blessed day.
It's a rubadabgirl@gmail.com. Sorry, silly.
I've got caretakers watching my mom.
All right, can y'all hear us? It's me, Aruba, Shirley. I have a face. Okay, all right.
We started up, it did good, but I want to get it out there and make sure that, you know, before I put it all back up, put all that crap back out, I want to earn bare bones. Well, you know. I'm sorry. Huh?
Come on over here and join us.
No.
Well, you got to hear us. You got to hear us. Carrie's? Whoa. Oh.
B.
Hey there, I want to put a face to a name. Everyone knows Carrie's musing. There he's coming. Do you see him? Say hey.
Hey.
Hi, everybody.
Hey there. All right. Okay, thanks everyone for coming. I do want to just open with a little prayer. If we can bow our head, please. Dear Lord, I ask you to bless each and every patriot here today. We are your soldiers, and we will show up, we are your soldiers, and you will show us the way forward. We know that light will come from the darkness. We ask that you keep us strong as we are already in the battle of good versus evil. We ask for your angels to surround us and protect us, and justice to be served. We are asking for your healing of the land and a revival so great to heal the masses of the lost and suffering souls. We also ask that you put you back into your rightful place. We ask these things to be your will in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
Sorry about that. It's been a long day. All right. And I just want to welcome everyone and thank you for coming. It really means a lot to me. It's hard to get patriots together, and I don't know why. I mean, this place should be packed. We're here to stand for freedom and for our country. It's non-political. We are not political here at all. Yes. We're a grassroots movement. There are no sides in this fight. There are no sides. It's one fight for all. It's important that we stand together and hold the line. We've endured lots over the years, and it's just getting worse and worse. There is no more waiting for someone to come in and save the day, to save the world. That day is here, and is up to us to be the warriors. Warriors come in different ways. Some are strong men, some are mama bears, some have suffered and endured a lot. No matter how you got here, know you're here for a reason, here for a purpose, and it starts now.
That's right, stand up.
Yeah. No more hiding away, no more, I'll do that tomorrow. It starts now, and it starts with all of us, and we've got to get this movement going.
Talk. Everybody.
That's what they hear, right? Yep. In one ear, out the other.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is just a little bit about me, so you know who I am. I've lived in Central Florida since 2009. I am the 6th great granddaughter of John Hart, one of the signers of the Declaration of Independence. I have 2 sets of grandparents that came over on the Mayflower. Both grandfathers signed the Mayflower Compact. So I've got some roots. I got to live up to my ancestors.
Got big shoes to fill.
Now you know why I stand and fight to protect our freedoms. I owe it to my ancestors to stand and protect what they stood and fought for. So I've got to do this. I don't have a choice. I have to do it. So, and then I was all alone in this battle of trying to get this convoy and rally set up. And then God sent me this little angel here. She's my biggest cheerleader.
She did it all, honey. I just said I'll help.
She's helped me a lot. So I want everyone to know that God sent me a wonderful angel to help me and be my biggest cheerleader.
Thank you.
You are. You really are. Couldn't have done it without you. All this time she's been helping me. She's been taking care of her sick mama. She's had 3 different caregivers to be able to come here today. So that means the world to me. So Charlene is here, and she's going to read something special that should mean something to all of us. But it's called Old Glory. Is that
It's
what
Old
it's called?
Glory, right?
Yeah.
It's about the flag.
Yep. So she's going to read that to us.
I do want to say about the standing up, though, before I read this. My mother is literally in her deathbed. And people are out there complaining how they can't come or they can't help or participate. I was able to get 3 caretakers. One, I'm paying $40 an hour. But I'm here supporting and standing up for this one day. That's all it takes. More will come later. But we're trying to start something here. Good. Family oriented. You need to stand up, people. Help us. Help us help you and our families.
Yeah. And there is one thing we need to do before you read Old Glory is we do need to say the pledge to Old
Absolutely.
Glory. Yeah, so let's stand and let's do the pledge. All right. You want to lead us?
Ready? I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Yes. Go Patriots. Go Patriots.
I'm sure some of you guys, following the
Can you all
text,
hear
the different
okay?
people, you probably heard it or read it, Old Glory. I'm going to read it to you again, even if you have. It says, I am the flag of the United States of America. My name is Old Glory. I fly atop the world's tallest buildings. I stand watch in America's halls of justice. I stand guard majestically over great institutions of learning. I stand guard with the greatest military power in the world. Look up and you'll see me. I stand for peace, honor, health, and justice, truth. I stand for freedom. I am confident. I am arrogant. I am proud. When I am flown with my fellow banners, my head is in the highest clouds, a little truer. I bow to no one. I am recognized all over the world. I am worshipped. I am loved. I am feared. I have fought in every battle and every war for more than 200 years. Gettysburg, Shiloh, Appomattox, I can't say it, San Juan Hill, the trenches of France, the Aragon Forest, Anzio, Rome, the beaches of Normandy, Guam, Okinawa, Japan, Korea, Vietnam, and the Persian Gulf, and a score of other places long forgotten. But, all but, those who were with me, I was there. I lead my soldiers and my sailors, our airmen, Marines. I've followed them, I've watched over them, I've loved them. I was on the small hill in Iwo Jima. I was dirty, battle-worn, and tired. For I have been soiled, burnt, torn, and trampled on in the streets by my own country. And that's a shame.
Yes. Yes.
And when it is by those I have served in battle with, it hurts. But I shall overcome, for I am strong. I have slipped the bounds of the earth, and from my vantage point on the moon, I stand watch over the uncharted new frontiers of space. I have been a silent witness to all of Americans' finest hours. But my first honor comes when I am torn in stripes and stripped to be used as a band-aid. For my wounded commanders on the field who have fought battle, when I fly in half-mast to honor my soldiers and airmen and my sailors and Marines, and when I lie in the trembling arms of a grieving mother at the graveside of her fallen son or daughter, I am proud. My name is Old Glory. Long may I wave, and dear God, long may I wave.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, Shirley and I can't read everything, so I'm going to read just a little bit of the Constitution, but then if I could have volunteers to read some of the amendments would be great. It says, we the people of the United States, in order to perform a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity. Do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. I think it's pretty cool. My grandfather was part of this, so
I do too.
that's very cool. And I mean, how can we, what these men went through, how can we just let it go? How can we just lose it all and just not even stand up and fight for it? It's sad. It's very sad. Would somebody like to read the first 4 amendments? They're very short, if anybody would like to read them.
Joe.
I've got a bigger version if you like it.
Just read from section 1.
Yeah, Amendment 1, yes.
All legislative powers herein granted shall be vested in a Congress of the United States. It shall consist of a Senate and a House of Representatives. Section 2. The House of Representatives shall be composed of members chosen every second year by the people of several states, and the electors in each state shall have the qualifications requisite for electors of the most numerous branch of the state legislature. No person shall be a representative who shall not have attained to the age of 25 years and been 7 years a citizen of the United States, and who shall not, when elected, be an inhabitant of that state in which he shall be chosen. Representatives and direct taxes shall be apportioned among several states which may be included within this union, according to their respective numbers, shall be determined by adding the whole number of free persons. including those bound for service for a term of years and excluding Indians.
It's okay, we needed to hear that too. Yeah.
Number one, Congress shall make no law respecting the establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or breaking the freedom of speech, or oppress the right of the people peacefully to assemble to petition the government for resolution of grievances. Well-regulated militia, to a well-regulated militia, being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. And three, no soldier shall, in time of peace, be quartered in any house without the consent of the owner, nor in time of war, in a manner to be prescribed by law. Four, the right of the people to be secure in their persons, housing, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated. No warrant shall issue upon probable cause or by oath or affirmation, and particularly describing the place to be searched, persons or things to be seized.
Thank you.
Okay, right. We also are going to honor the J6ers tonight. I don't know if you all follow the problems that they're going through or not, but it's a really sad situation. And they have a nightly vigil. Don't know whether you all are aware of that there's a nightly vigil outside the jail in DC for these people. And they are able to call out on their telephone and talk to the people there. So it's very, very touching. This is a call. Exactly. This is a call from one of the J6ers that wrote this. Do you want to read that? It's very short. Yeah.
The J6ers still residing in DC are being denied due process, bond, speedy trials, visitations with family and friends, including video visitations. We are from all over the U.S. and have been drugged here to be treated differently than the rest of the population here at this despicable facility. We weren't asking for special treatment. We want to either be moved to facilities near our homes so that we can see our families, or to be allowed to visit. We need your help. A call of action coming soon.
So they just need help. We need to be more of a voice for them, because none of them should be there. Not one single one of them. And I just came across this. This is dated 10/24, and in the fine print for one of the J6ers, and his name is Thomas Robertson. In the fine print, there's codes. It doesn't say what the crimes are, but there's a code. And it says, hidden right in the middle, excuse me, of my actual charges with no description, just a number, assassination of the president.
Can I
Yeah.
interject?
Mm-hmm.
Can I interject? Washington D.C. is a territory. There are only two places like
Right.
the Vatican, Washington D.C. They have their own laws, they have their own
Right.
regulations. These are political prisoners. They have no rights.
Right.
According to them.
We had to fight for them to get those rights. That's
Right.
out of it.
Yeah.
According to them, they have no rights. Right.
Right.
What they did.
It is very illegal what they did.
So we're going to honor the J6ers tonight, and we're going to read every one of their names. So if somebody would like to take a page, everyone can join in and honor them. So
We got pages here of all of them.
if anybody would like to just, yeah. And you can read 2 pages. I just would like them to all be honored. These are people that's in jail, at home, under home arrest, everyone that's considered a J6er. So, all right, if you want to go ahead and start, there's really no order. I mean, yep, and just try to talk loud, because we got live streamers here, so we can be heard.
Okay.
Huh? You can't? Let's scoot up here.
No, I got it up there.
Oh, okay.
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 First one is Rasha Abu Labi, Zachary Jordan,
Balon, Chris Alberts, Thomas John Ballard, Richard Barnett, Pauline Bauer, Brian Deol, Joseph Randall Biggs, Gina Michelle Bisignano, Leo Brent Bozell IV, James Brett, Jeffrey Scott Brown, Jeremy Brown, Jennifer Buteau, Jamie Buteau, and Alan William Byerly.
Thank you.
On Jeremy Brown, you guys know the story of him,
Yes.
right?
We do.
But most don't, so go ahead and share it. We got live
Do you
stream.
want to share it?
Don't.
Do you know? Do you want to share what you know about Jeremy Brown?
I just know that he's in jail for J6 charges, and that he was running for office for, I think it was for the House.
Right.
Yeah.
But he wasn't actually. He didn't actually do anything.
No, he wasn't. He never.
He
went
wasn't
inside
even
the
there.
building.
Correct.
It's all about them,
Right.
FBI, coming to his home
Yeah.
and trying to convince him to be an FBI informant.
Right. Yeah.
So, and he's sitting there for nothing, no reason whatsoever,
Yeah, 'cause
only
he
because he
refused to do
denied them
Mhm.
an illegal service.
That's crazy.
They're telling me in the live stream Jeremy's trial is Monday.
Wow.
Monday.
So if you're in that area, I think we need to start
Yeah.
that.
Yep.
I just got goosebumps. Lisa, thank you for that.
Okay. Are you ready for?
Yep, go
okay.
ahead.
We got Daniel Ray Caldwell, Samuel Pino Camaroach. I don't want to jack these names up. John Cameron, Jacob Anthony Chansley, Eric Douglas Clark, Meredith Cleveland, Luke Coffey, Lonnie Leroy Kaufman, Matthew Ross Council, Mason Corson, William Cressman, Bruno Joseph Q, Jenny Lewis Cudd, Nathaniel J. D. Grave, David Nicholas Dempsey, Lucas Denny, Charles Donahue, and Joshua Doolin.
We'll read some more of those. This is actually a letter from Enrique, which is here in, I think he's in Miami, isn't he, in jail in Miami? Does somebody want to read that? This is something he wrote about being inside the FDC Miami. Those are just some words from him if somebody would like to read that. Anybody? Okay, thank you.
Those of whom know me know that I always have something to say. Unfortunately, I can't comment much when it comes to my case. What I can say is that we are innocent on the charges levied against us, and that we all, with smiles on our faces and God in our hearts, are looking forward to our day in court. I, for one, have not lost faith in our justice system. You may call me naive, but hope is not something I'm willing to lose, not yet at least. We focus ourselves on the warm hugs from our families outside the courthouse. We are strong and our faith is unshakable. So we ask that you do not fret and do not cry for us. Know that we are resilient, so don't be saddened. Not only can no one be against us because God is with us, but we have our families and we have you, so we can lay our head on our pillows, knowing that our future is bright, and knowing we did nothing wrong. I do have something to ask of you. It's not donations, it's not commissary, it's not care packages. We ask for your prayers. Fear is attempting to divide us, and the only thing that can keep us united is love. God's love conquers fear. And like the bronze statue of the fearless girl standing against the bull in Manhattan, we too must show that fearlessness. Who knows, maybe one day another bronze statue of a fearless woman can be put on display on our national mall. Maybe that woman can be Ashley Babbitt. One can only hope. We love you and we thank you. We will be home soon. Enrique Tario.
Amen.
Wow.
And I believe he was not there either. I believe he was arrested the day before in the airport, and he wasn't even there that day.
Oh, wow.
Another one.
Wow.
It makes no sense.
He had empty two magazines that had problems on it.
But they detained him at the airport, didn't they? Yeah.
And it was in
Yeah.
his luggage. And that's-
Yeah.
He was arrested for that.
But if you go, if you were to go back and look at that Second Amendment, what is it, 2 sentences? It doesn't say nowhere in there how many guns I can have, how many shells, what size gun. It does not say any of that. It says I am allowed to bear arms.
Right.
It did not say you are allowed to restrict what I use or how many I have.
Well, they
And
just
it was
go
malicious style.
Correct, in a malicious
Malicious
style,
style.
which we are
Which
no
is
longer
not
a
hunting.
militia. Right,
It's not hunting,
right. See?
militia.
Yeah. And this is what people don't see, that our liberties are being taken away. I still have people say, what freedoms have you lost? If you can't tell me what freedoms you've lost, then you're the problem.
Yep, yeah, right.
I no longer have a sister or a brother. I have siblings.
Yeah.
No, I have a sister and a brother.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah, so,
Your chromosomes tell you what you are. I don't care what you cut off or add to it.
right,
I
right.
mean, be for real.
Fact.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
just straight up.
Two genders, male, female, all the rest are mental diseases.
Yep.
Yeah,
You want to be able to
absolutely.
have fun with it.
Absolutely, yeah, yeah. Okay. Do you have something you want to read?
Yeah, I want to do this here constitution thing. I
No, I never make
I have printed. There's so many. I couldn't read it. I mean, it was time you did this.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
This was a statement that I printed off from Ron Paul. I got this from Ron Paul. If we stuck to the Constitution as it was written, we would have no federal meddling in our schools, no Federal Reserve, no U.S. memberships in the Union, no gun control, and no foreign aid. We would have no welfare for big corporations or the poor, no American troops in 100 different foreign countries, no NFATA, GAT, or fast track, no arrogant federal judges suppressing states' rights, no attacks on private properties, no income tax. We would get rid of most of the agencies and most of the budget. The government would be small, frugal, and limited,
needs
where
to be.
it should be.
Yeah,
And here's
absolutely.
another thing that when I was looking this up, we own a lot of property. Literally, they're telling us that it don't matter if you own your car deed, your title, land property, it's really not yours. Even though your name is on that title, it's not yours.
You have a license to use it.
You have a license to use it. Carrie is correct. Don't matter what you put into it and what your name is on it, you still don't own it. Government does.
I just found that out.
I did too.
The government took money from people and said they were selling it to them.
Yeah,
So who's confused?
right? We the people.
They didn't give it to them free. They took money
No.
from them and sold it to them.
Right, right.
So it should be theirs.
Correct. Another thing, our freedom, I mean, not only the border wall with the China crap and all that going on as well. You don't see us over there buying property from China. They don't allow it.
Exactly.
But they're buying our property here, and most of it, if you look up where their property is, most of it is by a satellite tower in a military base.
Yeah.
Look it up, I'm
And
not
all
lying.
the gold and the mining companies around the
Well,
world.
they bought a lot of
they're
our
buying
timber
them out.
property
Right.
for
Yep.
timber.
And gee, who sold all that to them in that property up there, the land in Oklahoma? Joe Biden.
Brandon?
Yep, Brandon.
They've been buying it for years before him.
And I've
yeah.
got other names for him.
Yeah.
Ever since Johnson.
The big question
Yeah.
in my mind as a veteran is, we have a Department of Defense. It was established to defend our country,
Thank you.
not to go all over the world and fight people's little battles for them.
Right.
Exactly, yes.
Why in the
Yes.
hell isn't our Department of Defense defending our borders We have all kinds of men in uniform sitting around in barracks and walking around playing soldiers.
Yep.
They could all be down there on that border,
Yes, they
doing
can.
what the
Yes.
Department of
Yes,
Defense
they could.
was established for.
Yep.
Right.
Where are they?
We all have
Who
that
the
same
hell-
question.
I mean, doesn't anybody up there have the brains to
Yeah,
stand up?
no,
I
and
know, no.
argue that
No.
point?
No.
No, not at all.
Why?
We need to.
Well, maybe things will change, hopefully a little bit. Hopefully it'll get a little bit better, but right now, no. We
Well, I
can't even
think the
answer a
only
question like that.
possibility is to never vote for anybody who's already in an office.
Right.
That's right, no
Right.
third terms.
It's the only way we can change them. We
Yep.
may lose a few good,
Right.
there may be a couple of
But we may
patriots up
gain a
there,
better one.
but in the long run, the overall, it's the only answer. Because they'll never do it themselves.
No, they won't.
They control the gravy
Yeah.
train, and
Yeah,
they're not
that's
gonna do it
it.
at all.
Yes.
Right.
We
That's
as
right.
voters, and our only possible answer is to never vote for anybody who's already in office.
That's right.
Keep putting new blood in, new
Yeah.
blood in, new
Yes.
blood
Yes.
in, new blood in.
Because if they're bad, then they're only going to
Oh,
be in
yeah,
there
well,
for so
we're
long.
taking a chance when we do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because half of them are bullshitters.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're going there for
Well,
the
they're
wrong reasons.
liars.
There are no patriots.
No.
I don't think there are many patriots in
Not true
Washington.
patriots.
No.
They're self-centered,
There was on J6 though. They were in Washington.
yes, and they're still there.
Yeah,
They
right.
shouldn't be.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the 700,000 of us that were there.
Yeah.
Not to the Capitol footsteps. They didn't get all.
You mean when they stole the election?
I mean, that whole day was a setup.
We were there to take it back.
It was.
That whole day was a setup. It was planned.
It's been planned for
Yeah.
over a year
A
prior
long
to
time,
that.
yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you might want to turn that off, Brian.
He's only got one left too, and he's done.
Okay, we won't go too deep into that. We all know the truth of that day. We all know the
Yeah,
truth
we
of
do.
that day.
Oh, yeah, you can, we'll just, mute it.
And who was there?
Just warn.
Yeah.
So
It's
now,
horrible, that's horrible too.
oh, it
Nothing
is,
wrong with
and that
country.
right there, that right there, the control they have over us as to what we can say.
Say,
We just
yes,
read about freedom of
yes.
speech. There is no freedom of
Yeah.
speech.
No.
And then did you
No.
see Elon Musk putting out the stuff that he found on Twitter, all the emails?
Oh,
and
yes.
stuff?
I didn't get
Yeah.
to. I heard that he did, but yeah, I just.
We
went
haven't
over it
really
too.
deep, yeah, we haven't looked in it deep, but we heard
Yeah.
about it. And
But we feel that by him doing that, what kind of open door for him? Now all that target's gonna go on him. What's gonna
yeah, like
happen
with
to him?
lawsuits.
Yeah,
and
oh,
About
like,
that.
the FBI.
But I think he's a big boy.
He has enough
Yeah.
this.
I think
And
he's
he's
a
a
big
big
boy too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he knew what he was taking
Oh, you got a
on.
Right.
problem? Guess what? You're going to the moon.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
We have to stay behind
Exactly.
people like
you
that.
know,
All kinds of AI, yeah.
He
Yeah.
said he did it, who's gonna stop him now?
Yeah.
Exactly, hopefully.
Well, that's what it is. People need to stand up and realize that it's not a blue, a red, a Trump. It's a we the people, because we
Yeah.
the people
The people
actually
problem.
do possess the power.
Exactly.
We
And
just
always
have to
have.
stand up for it.
They make us think that it's not that way because people who don't know forget. They think, oh, the government tells us what to do, and they don't.
Nope.
Right, they don't.
No, they don't.
That's what scared them. Whenever the people were going up, and there must have been 700,000 people. They didn't get
Yeah.
all of us.
Nope.
That's a very small percentage of the people that's
There was
really,
all-
yeah.
I'm talking about all the witnesses
300
that
mil.
knew that what they said went on didn't really go on. There was a few hundred that maybe
Right.
going on. There was Antifa, there were feds.
Yeah.
I saw them changing clothes.
Yeah,
I was there.
we
They
know.
were all inserted.
We just,
I was here
Yeah,
for
they
all the
had
marches.
some of that on camera too.
Yeah.
We got lots of video.
But-
Yep.
yeah, we just have to pray that those truths start coming
Yeah.
out.
But even with the
And that's
video
why
and
we're
the
open
proof,
on
it doesn't
Elon.
help the J6ers because the lawyers are begging them to have plea bargains.
Yeah.
Plead on this,
Yeah.
plead on that. They'd rather have them dead and choose a plea bargain than to do their damn job. which
But the
is
lawyers don't
disrespectful.
care. They got no skin in the game.
No.
They don't care.
It's just that money.
They don't have to invest.
Yeah.
Right, they don't.
They don't. No, they get to go home at the end of the day to their family.
exactly.
They don't care.
Oh, you don't want to take it? All right, see you.
Yeah.
Right.
See you next month.
And on that note, I do want to, recognize the four that lost their life that day. So, Benjamin Phillips, it says killed at 1:05 p.m. Kevin Greason, killed at 1:28 p.m. Ashley Babbitt, killed at 2:27 p.m. Roseanne Boylan, killed at 4 p.m.
Rest in peace.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I never got the full story on the first two. I know about the two women, but the two guys. Does anybody know because I've heard different things.
The compression from something that was fired. I don't know. It was compression to their chest.
Wow.
I mean, for the blast.
I first heard
Yes,
heart
the tear
attacks,
gas,
but I
the
don't
compression
know.
from it.
Ever shooting it over our head?
Yeah, but it was the compression from them firing that got him in the chest. Yes,
Technically a heart attack, but it was caused by.
it was
something.
technically
Right.
murder because they
Right.
fired it off. Yeah, yeah. So, all right.
Peacefully protest.
If we could read some more of the J6ers, we'll get through that, and then we can kind of change the subject. And not that I want to change the subject, but if we finish with them, I don't want to keep flip-flopping back and forth. So, volunteers to read pages?
I'll get this one.
Okay, all right.
Carl Dresch, Derek Evans, Scott Kevin Therium, Brandon Fellows, Alan J. Fisher, Kyle Fitzsimmons,
Got something to say too.
Gilbert Fondacoba, Michael Joseph Foy, Michelle Gardner, Rachel Jenko, Robert Gishwin, Simone Gold, Daniel Goodwin, James Grant, Coy Griffin, Joseph Hackett, Timothy Lewis Hale Cusinelli.
We have a peaceful protester.
Yes, he's standing with the Patriots.
Yay!
He's letting his voice be heard. You know, that's one of my favorite animals. Birds, whatever you want to. Yeah.
Yeah, they normally have a partner.
Yeah. Maybe he's lost his.
That's what he's doing, he's calling.
Probably. Where you at?
Yeah, girls.
Sand Hill Crane.
Yeah, they say that they died.
That's our new Patriot, if y'all can see him.
Well,
He's letting his voice be heard.
you younger people,
Yeah, it's probably looking for mate.
but I thought all my teachers were patriots.
And maybe he's lost his mate and he's just, they mourn. They mourn, yeah.
That might be what's
But they really were back
Prayer
then.
red.
Oh, that'd be sad.
When I was in school, elementary school, during a ceremony.
Oh, poor baby.
We had bomb drills and had to hide under our desk.
Right.
My teacher used to get under her desk.
Yeah, I mean, a gator may have gotten it, yeah, for
And
sure.
She would read,
Yeah.
we could hear her reading on this.
I see one, I'll turn around.
Keep us quiet because
Right.
we had these drills. we
Walk
had to
slow,
do periodically.
walk slow, don't stay.
And then when I got to high
Don't
school,
stay there if you walk
many of
slow.
my teachers were veterans.
See,
Some of them were Korean veterans.
how
Whoop,
wonderful
nope.
is that?
Oh,
I
that's beautiful.
graduated in '53.
There it goes.
I was born in '63.
Beautiful.
All right, if somebody wants to read another page, then maybe you can make that phone call.
Okay.
I'll
We
read
do
another
have-
page if you
Okay,
want.
we do have someone that is going to call in,
Excuse me.
and speak to us. He's a very good patriot.
I knew it was too.
Yeah, he's a very good patriot, but he's been fighting on a kind of a different front. I don't know whether y'all have heard about these drag queen shows.
Oh, yeah.
That's for all ages.
Yes.
And he's been going and standing and trying to make a difference in that regard. And there was a big one in Columbus today, and I heard there was quite a confrontation. I didn't get to see anything, but just heard that there was. Huh?
Shut him down.
Oh yeah.
They went off privately online.
Yes, they went off and they did it online. Yeah, they shut the actual show down, but they did it online. So
That's
yeah.
Cowards.
great.
Yeah.
Cowards. Well, we shut them down, really.
Right.
They went in their closet. Rodent.
Right. So if you want to call, no, if you want to call him.
That was good.
Creatures of the night.
Whatever, now they're out there.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna read some more J6ers
Okay,
names.
ready?
Yep.
Get into my
Right.
business, I don't, what they do, but
Really?
when they proselytize, I don't approve of it.
Okay. Thomas Patrick Hamner, Chuck Hand and Mandy Robinson Hand, Alex Kirk Harkrider, Kenneth Harrelson, or Harrelson, I said that wrong. Timothy Allen Hart, Donald Hazard, Albuquerque Cosper Head, Jennifer Marie Hennel, I'm messing with names, Pamela Hempville, Joseph Hutchinson, William Isaac, Adam Jackson, Aaron James, Shane Leading Jenkins, Douglas Austin Jensen, Justin Jersey, Daryl Johnson,
Just let him know that our PA
Paul
system's on,
Russell
so we'll put him on
Johnson.
speaker.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So anyhow, this gentleman that has been going and speaking out at these drag shows, he's actually on the phone. He's going to call. He's going to speak to us. We're going to put him on speakerphone. But,
Okay, cool.
so
Very good.
yeah. Hey, Buffalo Man.
Hey, how you doing?
Hi.
Can everyone hear us?
Hello.
Hey guys, how we doing?
Hey.
We're good. We're glad you could join us. I was telling them what you've been doing, what your latest mission has been. So we all appreciate
Oh
you.
yeah, today was a wild day. It was actually a very good day. We shut it down before it happened. We still had our protest. We had a lot of people show up.
Good job. Woo, thank God.
Yes. So I want to start off by thanking all you guys for coming out to Ruba Girls' awesome convoy and rally. Can you still hear me?
Yes, we're
Thank
listening.
you.
Oh, okay. Sorry,
Yeah.
I didn't hear myself. Alright, so yeah, thank you for coming out. I know Ruba Girls have been working so hard on this. Charlene's been helping her. Thank you, Charlene. We gotta get people to stand up, guys. Time's running out. You know, it's getting worse and worse every day. You don't even have to watch the news to notice it. Like, it's out there, you know? So yes, please get more involved. Let's do more rallies. Maybe next time I'll come down and meet you guys in person.
Yeah, sounds
But yeah,
good.
we all need to stand up. Same thing with these underage drag shows, guys. We need to stand up. Find them, go to them, just stand outside. People will show up, trust me. You'll gain very good friends. Before this, I heard of the Proud Boys. But now I know they're all very good people. They are fighting for our children, guys, every day.
Yes,
I
they
promise
are.
you. That's what we're doing. We're not trying to expose the kids at all. We're out there trying to expose the parents because, you know, it's sort of like I came up with, even, you know, being a dad and everything. Why would you want to take your kids to a strip club? Is there any difference? No. You know why? Because these old guys are dressing up as females, letting these kids, you know, sit on their laps and dance with them. It's just sickening. So that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. I do still support freedom. Like I said, one of these rallies, I'll definitely come down there and meet you guys all in person. Let's get it big, guys. Let's spread it all to our neighbors, spread it to the people you work with. Let's get the word out there. Like I said, we're running out of time.
Absolutely.
Got it, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for your continued fight and your
Thank you.
support.
Thanks a lot.
Oh yeah, anybody have any questions they want to ask?
Where are the Proud Boys at?
He's had them. They've been supporting him.
Oh yeah, they're out here, guys. If we continue to do this, they'll come.
He's in North Carolina, and that's where he met the good group that stood up for him. And then he just went to Ohio, and you had Proud Boys there as well, standing up for the children, correct?
Yes, we had over 100 Proud Boys out there today fighting for
Wow.
our kids.
God love it, thank you.
Let me ask you.
You know?
Wait, and there's a question.
You okay,
One
Fair?
more thing, they're not the bad people you see on TV. That's
I'm not
the
saying
ones
that.
picturing them that way.
Right.
These
No,
are
they're,
very good men that have full-time jobs, that have families. They don't want to be out there doing this on a Saturday or Sunday standing in the cold, you know?
right. They're
But
dads.
that's our duty.
They're
That's their
dads.
duty, that's our duty.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely. Okay, there's another question or comment.
Go
all
ahead.
right.
You with Cape Fear?
He's
Shepherd?
not. He's not a Proud Boy.
Oh, he's not.
Not a Proud Boy.
Okay, I didn't.
No,
I missed
I'm
that.
not a problem with it, but thank you. I do work closely with them, and they're a part of Buffalo Man, and I'm a part of their organization somewhat, you know, because we're all working together.
They met at the first drag show he was protesting.
Yeah, I was, I don't know, my name's White Shark on Telegram and in different groups, and I was in Winston-Salem, North Carolina.
Oh, awesome. I appreciate it. Yes, we all have to get out to these guys. It's going to get worse and worse. So.
Yeah, I just saying the chapter up there, I tried to get them to help out with me. We were trying to shut down some of those drag shows that came in Winston, and I couldn't get no participation up on that side. So you got to get after those boys over there.
No, we can't get anyone up here. We don't find Pride Boys up here. We've been looking.
Yeah.
Well, send me an email to buffaloman11@protonmail.com. I will point you in the right directions. I will get you contacts and everything.
All right.
So.
All right.
Yeah.
Good, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome, guys.
All right.
And once again, I want to say thank you for stepping up, and you guys are true patriots, and me and Buffalo Wifey love you guys, and keep up the good fight.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
We got to do it
Thank you.
together. We have to do it together. We can't do it apart.
That's 100% correct. United we stand, divided we fall.
Absolutely.
That's why we're all divided right now. We all need to get on the same page and hit it 100%.
Correct. Yeah, because there's no sides in this fight. It's one fight.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, we thank you very much.
Yep, keep supporting Aruba Girl. She's a very smart, intelligent woman, and she worked hard for this, so I want to thank her now. And go to Buffalo Man 11 on YouTube and check some of that out. We'll be working together.
Yes.
So,
Yeah. Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you.
yep. Love you guys, and God bless you all.
Thank you. You too. Appreciate your wife's support too.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
His wife is Buffalo Wifey. He's Buffalo Man 11, and his wife is Buffalo Wifey. But they're both very good.
what?
Huh?
What's she go by?
Buffalo Wifey.
Your wife.
Oh.
Nikki, love you.
Nikki Love.
Yeah.
Nikki Love.
Right.
Yeah.
I never heard her something.
Right.
Okay. All
I
right.
follow you guys too.
Okay. All right. Let's read amendments 5 and
Thank you, I
6.
appreciate
So, do we have anybody that would like to read amendment 5 and 6? Any takers? No. Gary's?
I can't see.
Can't see? Okay.
I
All right.
see it either.
I left my glasses.
Okay. So we're still on 5 and 6.
All right, number 5. No person shall be held to answer for a capital or otherwise infamous crime, unless on a presentment or an indictment of a grand jury, except in cases arising in the land or naval forces or in the militia, when it is in actual service in time of war or public danger. Nor shall any person be subject for the same offense to be twice put in jeopardy of life or limb, nor shall be compelled in any criminal case to be a witness against himself, nor be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process of law. Nor shall private property be taken for public use without just compensation. That's a lie. Because right now they own everything that we own, even though we have a title and a deed.
Yep.
Number 5, 6. In the criminal prosecutions, the accused shall enjoy the right to a speedy and public trial, which they're not getting, by an impartial jury of the state and districts within the crime shall be committed, which districts shall have been previously ascertained by law and to be informed of the nature and causes of the accusation, to be confronted with the willingness against him, with the witnesses against him, to have compulsory process for obtaining witnesses in his favor, and to have the assistance of counsel for his defense. And our J6ers get none of the above.
By simple word change. It's not a district anymore, it's their own government.
Right, it's their own government.
Right.
But that government
It's a-
should be
it's a private-owned
applying
government.
our constitution, not making up their own rules as they go.
Right. That's what they're doing.
Yep. Yep.
They make them up as they go.
Right. This was one of the patriots that I had talked to earlier on that was coming to the first rally. She wasn't able to come to this one, but this was actually a relative of hers, and his name is Jack Frost. But he got the citation. I know, Jack L. Frost. But he was awarded the Silver Star, And if somebody would like to just read a little bit of what he did, this is why we stand for the flag, and this is why we fight so hard for this country, for the freedoms that they sacrificed for. So if anybody would like to read this, any takers? No? You read it? I appreciate you volunteering. Thank you so much.
We got where it was going.
Okay, all right, we're good.
Just read the whole thing?
Just down there where it talks about, the citation, what he was, yeah.
Okay, the President of the United States of America, authorized by Act of Congress, July 9, 1918, takes pleasure in presenting the Silver Star to Staff Sergeant Jack L. Frost, United States Army, for gallantry in action while serving with the 35th Infantry Division in action near Normandy, France on July 17, 1944. When his platoon was pinned down by enemy machine gun fire, Sergeant Frost, a platoon guide, crawled back to his company commander with information about the enemy's situation, then led 2 tank destroyers forward and personally directed their fire, which resulted in the destruction of the enemy machine gun positions. He then rejoined his platoon and led it forward. When an enemy artillery barrage wounded a member of his platoon, Sergeant Frost, after causing his platoon to take cover, ran to the wounded man and brought him to safety. As he reached his own lines, he was seriously wounded by enemy machine gun fire. His courage, coolness, and utter disregard for his own safety saved the lives of one of his comrades, and his leadership and resourcefulness materially aided his company in making a rapid advance. His gallant actions were in keeping with the highest traditions of the military service.
And that's just one person that stood and fought. Just one of many. Think of how many died at Normandy. All those young men that gave their life as soon as they got off those boats. You know, we cannot forget. We cannot forget. And that's why we have to stand and fight. I have a gentleman that's in North Carolina trying to do all he can. He's an older gentleman, and I asked him, you know, what does freedom mean to you? And this was just very short, but just kind of what freedom means to me. Freedom comes from a few that serve many. Freedom isn't free, it has a price. Freedom is not given, it's earned. To me, freedom is the state of mind that you control. The lack of freedom is controlled by someone else. What does freedom mean to you? And he's currently, he says the tiny home project that we are doing here in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina is starting out with 40 tiny homes for homeless veterans that somehow, after fighting our freedom, lost their way.
Wow.
So
Good for him.
he's doing his part with,
Yes, he is.
you know, with what he can. So I commend him for doing that. So,
Wonderful person.
Yeah.
Thank you.
yeah. So I really appreciate him sharing that with us. So, how many more pages do we have there of the
Let's see, we're
J6ers?
on 5.
Okay, let's try to go ahead and finish those up, and then I'll try to
We
finish
have
this.
Brian Jones, David Lee Judd, Cash Lee Kelly, Josiah Kenyon, Julian Ellie Qatar, Derek Kinnison, Billy Knudsen, Felicia Conoid, I don't want to mess it up, Knoll, Matthew Kroll, Christopher Croonin, Jacob Lang, Nicholas Langerind, Terry Lindsay, Ron Lorcrake, James Malou, and Cody Matisse.
Okay, thank you. Then I also talked to, you know, we've all been through the past couple years. It's been really rough. And I'm a healthcare worker, and I went to work every single day when a large majority of America stayed at home. I went every single day, and, you know, I wasn't the only one. There was a lot of us. There was a whole lot of us. And after that was all over, you know, we were heroes because we were on the front line, and then suddenly those heroes become the enemy because they did not want to, you know, get
liquid.
the jab. So this is from a young lady in Ohio. She's a group that she's trying to be a voice and help there. But this is a little bit of her story. She's an RN, and her name is Angela. She goes, I'm an RN with over 30 years of healthcare experience. I have been unemployed since November of 21 due to the mandates. I have had test-proven antibodies since October of 2020 and have had multiple COVID patients since then without being reinfected. Natural immunity is science and should not be dismissed. Actually, the CDC has recently come to the conclusion, but it's a little too late. Since the damage to my livelihood and millions of others have already been done, I'm a resident of Ohio and I'm licensed in Ohio, Michigan, and Florida. Easily, I could apply for a religious exemption since I am a Christian and I pray to God daily for His guidance. However, I feel that that is a discrimination and is medical segregation, especially since patients, including children, are being removed from donor lists due to their vaccine status or the status of their donor, even if the donor is a family member. Additionally, I guess I probably should stop saying that, if a non, you know what I'm saying, person is in an accident and was a donor, it is my understanding that they will not accept the donor's organs as viable because they did not get the nasty. Yeah. This is unacceptable. Therefore, I am taking a stand for myself and as a patient advocate. I have lost more than $100,000 in wages, but some things are more important than money. I did go to DC to meet with Jim Jordan along with the People's Convoy to discuss my concerns since he is my representative for District 4 here in Ohio. He seems to be in agreement. However, he's outnumbered in the House by politicians that are more concerned about getting their kickbacks than the lives of Americans. I'm involved here in Ohio attempting to get signatures for a right to refuse ballot initiative to amend our Ohio Constitution. My husband and I have been living on our minimal savings, which is running out quickly. My career options from this point are truly limited. Thank you for allowing me to share my story here today. I would also welcome any contact on my Facebook at Healthcare Freedom Advocates. And then she gives her name, so if anybody wanted to reach out to her. She goes, remember, you must stand for something or fall for anything. So that's just one of many that's lost their job or been affected by that, and it's not right. It's not right at all.
Can I say one thing?
Yeah.
There's a guy who's a U.S. Air Force veteran in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, Chad Carswell, and he was a diabetic. He double amputee because of the diabetes, and he was in Wake Forest Hospital. And he was going to get the jab, but he needed a kidney transplant. They refused him. They refused him because he was going to die without it.
Right.
So there, and that was one of the biggest protest rallies we had going. And we protested Wake Forest. They brought security out. They didn't want anything. They want to keep it hush hush.
Right.
And with all that, we had problems. Just protesting there, so for a group, that was quite a bit.
Yeah. Is that the one that was on national news?
It was on national
okay,
news.
I saw it.
All over Chad Carswell.
Yeah, I saw it.
He was there, and he knew we were there, and he was posting on Facebook. But at the end of the day, they still refused to give him a kidney transplant.
Wow.
So offered him that in a veterans hospital in
Wow.
Texas.
Do you have a
So
status?
He was able to get it.
He was able to get it.
He was able to get
Okay,
it over
good.
there, but still, that's why. One of the reasons we moved out back home to Florida from
That's
North Carolina.
awful.
We had so many protests going on over there, but it was constant.
Yeah.
And we were attacked by Antifa and you name it, psychopaths.
That's sad that your life doesn't mean anything unless you've been.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I mean, I was threatened. They had I was doxxed by them,
Oh, I'm sure.
and they had my address. They were sending me threatening letters. I was, like I said, I was the biggest white supremacist in North Carolina.
And that's how
according to them.
that's what they do. They label you. That's what they do. They label you. That's the only way that they can feel like they're.
But what I would tell them in their face, I said, I'm undoxable. And they try. I mean, they wrote a blog about me. I'm not gonna. It's pretty intense. They knew everything from I was a veteran, where I went to high school. My dad was World War II veteran, and all that stuff was in this thing. So it was kind of crazy.
Yeah, they don't stop at anything. I mean, once they get and like you said, it's not normal.
Yeah.
A normal person does not act that way or behave that way. It's not. It's not normal.
Mental problem.
It is. And you know, we've done away with all the mental institutions, and they're on the
That's
streets.
where everything went down.
Yeah.
When they took that away.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's right.
Yep.
Yeah, there is no resources for these people any longer, so it's terrible.
They need help.
Yeah, they do. They do. Yeah. So I read that. So I read Angela. Somebody else want to read a page? We're getting to the
Nitty gritty.
end.
Hey, guess who brought that about?
What?
Crazy man himself, Geraldo.
Oh,
Which thing about?
He was afraid he was gonna go in one.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
the man who knows everything, done everything, has been everywhere.
Oh, and he's crazy. I'm gonna
Yeah,
volunteer you again.
they give him hell on Fox over this, when he goes on there on the five.
And the five, yes,
He used to rule it, now there's nothing coming back at him.
Oh, yeah, there's 2 or 3 there that'll look him right in the eye and laugh at him.
You're just,
He's been
He
back and
was
forth.
on.
Oh, yeah, he's on contract.
Yeah, he was there yesterday.
Yeah, he shows up once in a while.
4%.
It's enough and they run away.
Well, all he does, he comes on there and he brags about his family, his kids, his dog. He's better than that.
Yeah, and then he's got that naked shirt and that naked picture that he got floating around the internet that, you
Was he
know.
got one of those?
Oh, years ago, Geraldo. Don't you remember he was standing at the sink and he's like naked from the top up, and then you know he got in trouble and he was quiet for. Oh, I'm sure you could find it. You're not missing anything, but I'm sure you could find it. So.
That's all right. I'll take your word for it.
No, it was kind of like one of those Anthony Weiner pictures. You know, remember Anthony?
Oh, boy, there's.
Yeah.
Another winner.
Yeah, another winner. Yes. Okay, we're gonna continue reading the J6ers. We're gonna honor them tonight.
Yeah, we're gonna run out of light here, so.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up, but we got to do what we got to do.
Okay, you ready?
There's a lot of troublemakers.
Oh yeah, we do have lights up there, don't we? There's gotta be a switch.
Troublemakers.
Okay, ready?
Yes, we are ready.
Okay, Mark Mazza, Ronald Maccabee, James McGrew, Sean McHugh, Jeffrey McKellop, Kelly Meggs, Connie Meggs, Ron Mealy, Jonathan Mellis, Jaleese Middleton, Mark Middleton, Garrett Miller, Matthew Miller, Jordan Mink, Brian Mock, Robert Morse, and Tom and Dawn or Kaylee Munn.
Can you?
I can't read.
No, your wife. You can't read. She's doing a wonderful job.
Okay, we have Joshua Munn, Christy Munn, Marshall Neefy, Ryan Nicholas, Ethan Ruffalo, Willen, Robert Norwood, Joseph Padilla, Robert Palmer, Dominic Pizzola, Ronnie Presley, Mark Ponder, Sean Price, Cynthia Price, Christopher Price, Chris Quillen, Paul Ray, Barry Ramey, and Guy Reffitt.
Yeah. And if you watch the vigil, you recognize some of these names, some of these men that call out and talk to us. So, and it's just awful, the treatment. I mean, just awful, the treatment. And those guards don't get in trouble for the mistreatment. It's disgusting that happens in this country. It's awful. Okay. All right. Yep. Go ahead and read another one.
Zach Bell, Stuart Rhodes, Howard Richardson, Thomas Robertson, Daniel J. Rodriguez, Jennifer Lee Ryan, Jeffrey Sable, Ryan Samuel, Ronald Sandlin, Peter Schwartz, Bart Shively, Thomas Sidvick, Jeffries Sills, Troy Smocks, Audrey Southard, Peter Stagger, Isaac Sturgeon, and Tracy Stunston.
All right, and then, go ahead.
Well, thank you.
No, I'm good, thank you. Thank you. If she'll read that page.
We have one left.
What is it? Sure.
Okay.
I got some over here. No, don't worry about it. I got some over here, so. Okay. No. I'll put them all together. Okay, go
All
for it.
right, Andrew Tacky, George Tanios, Henry Tario, Enrico Tario, Joseph Thomas, Dustin Thompson, Daniel Warmus, Jessica Watkins, Isaac Westbury, Jonah Westbury, Robert Westbury, Victoria White, Jack Wade Witten, Ricky Wilden, Sean Witzerman, Christopher Worrell, Isaac Yoder, Kyle James Young, and Ryan Zinn.
All right, that was all of our J6ers, and I just hope that they're, okay, thank you. Yes, yes, please, yes. We need to keep them in our prayers, and that hope that justice is served to them soon. These men are, and there's some women too. They're going to do great things. Justice will be served, and they will prevail. So, and God knows if they don't get their justice here, they will get it in heaven. So, all right, she's going to finish reading the 7, 8, 9, and 10 of the amendments.
In suits at common law where the value is controversy shall exceed $20, the right of trial by jury shall be preserved, and no fact tried by a jury shall be otherwise re-examined in any court of the United States than according to the rules of the common law. Number 8, excessive bail shall not be required, nor excessive fines imposed, nor cruel and unusual punishments inflicted.
There you go.
Yeah, you need to tell them that. The enumeration and the constitution of certain rights shall not be construed to any or to deny or disparage others retained by the people. 10. The powers not delegated to the United States by the Constitution nor prohibited by it to the states are reserved to the states respectively or to the people. See, we the people possess the power.
Right. We the people. Yeah.
It says it right there.
Yep.
We possess the power.
And something that we take for granted every single day is us being in America. We definitely take it for granted. And the ones that are here, that worked hard to get here, appreciate it much more than we do. I mean,
Yes,
we are
that's true.
blessed that we were born in this country, and they don't realize how blessed we are. But my daughter just recently married into a huge Sicilian family, and his parents, his mom and dad, came here from Sicily. So this is a letter from his dad's point of view, coming from Sicily to America. Growing up in another country and having immigrated to America has bettered my life. My hope was always to get married, have kids, live in a nice place, and aspire to greater things. The belief of a whole new world beyond the confines of my country was what I had grown up hearing about. America was the place to be, where the streets were paved with gold and anything imaginable was possible. Although this was a dream for many, leaving everything to start a whole new life would take courage. I came to this country and had to learn a new way of life. There were new customs. I had to learn another language, and I had to find work. I believed in the American dream, and I studied hard to become a citizen so that I could be a part of America that I had been promised. Working hard and being dedicated to a greater vision allowed me to find success. This is a country that allows for the achievement of dreams and prosperity for all as long as you work for it. The opportunities that I was offered in this country allowed me the possibilities to make my own way, to find my own desires. I went to school, became a business owner, Having joined a union, I have had the privilege of knowing job security, having benefits and rights as a worker. The freedom I found in this country has allowed me to provide for both my family and myself. Ultimately, my move to America ensured that my children would be given all the opportunities to achieve their dreams, and that is a freedom that we are all blessed with in this country. So they do appreciate being here much more than we all take it for granted. I mean, I'm sure every single one of us has to remind ourselves we were blessed to be born in this country for what we have. And we should be highly pissed at what's going on in this country right now, what they're doing to us, because they're taking it all away. And it's sadly, their mission is to make this a third world country, and we're not too far from that.
No, we're not.
We're headed there real fast. So, anybody else have any comments about anything that we've talked
I
about?
like to say, right here in the state of Florida, we have Miami. It's majority Cuban,
Yeah.
and they are totally against this.
Yes, they
Yeah.
are.
Totally against this. Orbe's not dead. I don't speak Spanish, but I'm on there. If somebody can speak Spanish, talk to them there, and put this word out. Probably get a lot of Cuban help from South Florida.
Yeah. There are some other groups. I've connected with a man that he reaches out throughout the whole state, and there are other groups. But he said his words to me is they're tired. These patriots that are out there working, they're tired. So they're exhausted because there's so few doing all the fighting, and so we've got to get more people involved. We've got to. So
It's hard to get people to listen. Everybody's afraid of what, oh, I can't do this or I can't do that. They're all afraid.
The outcome, the results, or I'm too busy. And like I said, I've used myself and Charlene as an example. You're never too busy. You guys are on the road all the time,
All the time, yep.
doing something. So you find the time and you make it happen.
I'm too old to be afraid.
Right.
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 That's kind of what you're right.
Yeah.
What do we have to be afraid of? Our rights?
There've been better people than them coming
Right.
and try to whip my ass.
So I just want to say,
Some of them have succeeded.
yeah. I just want to say we have to do better for our vets. You know, just our people with depression and loneliness, the hungry, the homeless. We need to take care of all these people, and they have all fallen into the cracks. It's terrible. No one in
Money's there,
America.
but it just gets wasted.
Yeah.
on Projects that never needed
Yeah.
to be built.
Yeah, and mental health, as I mentioned a minute ago, we've got to do better with the mental health.
Why
Why
they
they charge
built?
so much to them that they can't afford it anyway.
Right,
Right.
and then the
Well,
seniors, the cost of living is going sky. I mean, the cost of living is going up, but they're not making any more money. You know, so
If you're in
And what they do is they take it back on extra stuff on the insurances and stuff.
yeah, no, it's just ridiculous, and it's sad because they worked so hard to be able to get where they are, and they're still every day. There's more month than there are money, and it shouldn't be that way. It shouldn't be that way.
So what do we have to do to change it?
Work from the bottom up.
We have,
Kick 'em out.
the only
Clean
solution
it out.
now, because it's so corrupt, and they're never gonna change, they're in charge and they're gonna keep staying. The only possible solution we got now is to never re-elect anybody.
Clear them out.
I mean, we'll lose a few good people.
Yeah,
But there's a couple out there that might be patriotic,
Yep.
like, the guy from South Carolina that quit. Gowdy. He was a straight guy,
Right.
Yeah.
a real patriot. But he was so embarrassed and displeased by this, he just threw his hands up and said, hell, I am.
Well,
Yeah.
one big thing in elections is the judges.
yeah,
They're bipartisan. You don't know
Yeah.
what they stand for.
That's,
So you have to research and you have to go back and say who
Who are
appointed
they
them,
people?
Right.
who was governor at the time, what were they, to vet them before you vote. But
Correct.
people don't do that. They just say, this name looks good.
I went into every one on our list,
I did
every
too.
circuit court judge, and I looked to see who they were appointed by.
Right.
And if it was a Clinton or an Obama, I said, nope, automatically,
exactly
nope.
that.
Or Chris, the Charlie
That's it.
Chris.
What they did.
Nope, I
for-
don't care for him either.
What they did.
We don't need him.
Thank
No.
you. Or that turtleneck Scott,
What they did
The issue
in
rate.
rhinos.
in Pinellas County, like when we went in, they had, like we looked online and we were like, who are these people, and kept searching but then we went to the Dems, like their website.
Well, it popped up when I
It
was
popped
looking
up.
up.
It had every single answer for them to
The
just
answer
go
when
on
they're
their website and to find out where they're located, and it had every single person for them to vote for. So that's why they were going in, and I'm like, dude, how are they? Like, I'm sitting here reading me and her, and I'm like, dude, we're gonna hit 30 minutes. I'm still working on my vote. These people are coming in, checking, and walking out so fast. And when we saw that, we're like, well, there it is.
Carpenters Union
Yep.
does the same thing.
Yep,
They
they do.
send you a notice every time there's
What to do,
an
who to
election.
vote, and all
Vote
that.
for these people.
Yep. So then why don't we do that and say, you know what? Let's do our research.
That's it.
And then you know what? We'll give our answers.
What is the, what do you think the most?
For several years, I was clerk, I was poll worker, I was an oath taker.
Yep.
And I think that's probably the most important job of the polls, because you have to verify
Who and
ballots
where.
and the voters that come in there.
It's
So I
just
learned
insane, man.
Then, you have to watch it, because you get a bad oath person in there,
They're gonna turn it all
they're
up.
gonna turn it around.
Yeah,
They're gonna take it away from you.
Yeah.
yeah.
So we have to watch our poll workers, our clerks.
I'm a retired union member, get a little check. But they used to publish the hierarchy. They would so-called have hearings and entertain all the politicians to come in and talk to you. And then they'd sit down and have a meeting, and they'd pick which ones we should vote for. And they would literally publish a list and hand it out to the membership. This is who we've chosen.
And if you don't vote this way,
Oh, it's all,
Then
it's
it's
all
different.
Democrats.
Yep.
I can vouch for that because I was a union delegate to the Democratic Party. I've been to a couple of conventions. I've been up close and rubbed elbows with them, and I know just how crazy it is and how undependable they are and how narrow-minded they are. I've been there and done that. And I've had my wife with me as a guest, sitting beside me in a
That's
convention.
crazy.
I was also a delegate to the AFL-CIO a couple of times.
What is that,
Florida
may I
State
ask?
Council of Carpenters.
NFL.
I got sent to all those because I could read and write real well.
That's basically how they did it to turn the country around. The Democrats built these unions and KKK and you name it.
Well, in
They
this
build them
state,
and then they change names of different things,
I don't
make
know.
it look different. But they're working behind the scenes,
well,
pushing these
the
organizations.
worst thing that
out
ever
to-
happened to our schools is the unionizing of the teachers. They could have had a professional organization like doctors or accountants or something like that.